Are we live? So let me just check before I start. Okay, I think we are live. So yeah. So hello everyone, welcome back. If anyone is watching, if no one is watching, not a problem. You can watch it later on. And we get a good amount of people who watch this in comparison to probably the regular interview that are put out on this channel. So yeah, so this is I think people can vent out their frustrations or whatever. I don't know. If you like watching this, continue watching. Okay, so yeah, so we have welcome back. So we have Chennaiyin FC versus Jamshedpur FC versus Chennaiyin FC today, and the score as of now is in favor of Chennaiyin, who are winning by 2 goals to 1 right now, in courtesy of Anirudh Thapa's goal in the first minute, and then just let me enter the location. This will be a short live because I have some work, so I'll be leaving. So I probably did this earlier than it was expected. So I'll just enter the information before we start, and then we'll go ahead with what is happening in the ISL today, and also maybe covering the UCL game week 4 preview, which will be interesting because a lot of teams can book their place in the like knockout stages with this game week probably. And yeah, so yeah, that goes for details. Yeah, so okay, so Sushil, you are back. So Sushil, how are you? I'm good, bro. If you want to join, do let me know. I know you had a lot of technical glitches yesterday, but today will be a shorter live, so I don't think so it's convenient for you to join in. Although I would say, yeah, it would be good because we have Borussia Dortmund who are playing today at 1:45 a.m. Nepal time. So if you can, do message me if you have good internet connection first and foremost, and because you were having the internet issue yesterday. So yeah, so do let me know if you are interested in joining in. So I'll just complete the ISL first before we go on to UCL preview, because I don't want this to be a clickbait and talk about UCL and not about ISL because the thumbnail is of that. So yeah, so Chennai FC are leading by 2 goals to 1. Anirudh Thapa opened the scoring in the first minute before Esmael Goncalves scored in the 26th minute when he converted the penalty. He scored shot towards his right, and the goalkeeper dived on the other side. Then former Chennai FC striker and last season's Golden Boot winner Nerijus Valskis pulled one back in the 37th minute when he headed home from Jackie Chan's cross. It was amazing cross and amazing header also. So if you all do not know, we have Nerijus Valskis also, who has come on the show today. On the show, I think around 3 months back. You can go and check out the interview with him, and it's quite good. I mean, like not very amazing, but I mean it's quite decent. Like he was quite busy, but it was uh, very grateful of him to give some time. And yeah, so we'll just discuss what's happening. So Anil Thapa scored in the first minute. As I said, he was assisted by Gonzalez. That is the striker who scored the second goal for Chennai in the penalty. Ismail Gonzalez assisted Anirudh. And other major news for Jamshedpur would be that Peter Hadley had to be substituted out, and Narendra Galot had to come in due to injury, so that would not be extremely good. Rafael Crivellaro also received a yellow card. He is, I think, this is the most basically the most productful in terms of goals and contribution. I think for Chennai FC in his time there, during his time there. And what else is there to discuss? Yeah, so yeah, Anirudh Thapa becomes the first Indian player to score in season 7, and after him, even both the goals that has been scored by foreigners. So Indian players aren't scoring a lot, so that is a problem. I think like the whole idea of probably empowering Indian players, and the main problem I've seen is I don't know if any team has Indian striker. I mean, you have Sunil in Bangalore FC, but Clayton Silva is out, and like the main of goals. That's what they have been thinking of, and it will be good to see some Indian strikers because that's a very important part. Like they are the ones who win the game, and even Owen Coyle has come and is facing against his former team, and you have a new coach in Chennaiyin FC. You have C. Laszlo, who probably many would not have heard of, and I think like Chennai are the only team in the Indian Super League who have not bought a player from A League or any Austrian player this season. So that's quite a good change because they have bought quite a few variety of foreigners from different leagues. Like even if you take Esmael Goncalves, he's very very experienced playing in a lot of big leagues all over the world. Even last year he was playing in Japan, so it's quite good. And yeah, so I think I'll just read the statistics before going over. So Jamshedpur FC had 6 shots with 1 on target. In comparison, Chennai had 9 with 4 on target. Position wise, it is Jamshedpur had 63% position and Chennai had 37. Although Owen Call would not have experienced that amount of position probably when he was in England. Like he was known to be a long ball merchant in terms of managers. Okay, so we'll move on. So passes also, like Jamshedpur have 204 in comparison to Chennai's 121. Jamshedpur boasts 76% accuracy in terms of passes, and Chennai boasts 68%. Quite similar, nothing out of the blue. And in terms of corner, Chennai edge it. Uh, Chennai have 6 in terms of corners, and Jamshedpur have 2. So Chennai, if the result remains the same way, they will go on top of the table. Since I think they are the only team to have scored 2 goals and who are winning as of now, at least. I don't know what will happen by the end. So in terms of goals for, they'll go on top of the table because the goal difference is same. If Jamshedpur scores another goal, and if there is a winner in this game, then that team will go on top of the table because if Jamshedpur scores another goal, then I think they will require the winning team to score 3 goals, whoever it is. So yeah, so that I think concludes, and I don't think so. I'll come live again after the final whistle, and it then makes sense. I mean, if we are still live till the final whistle, then it's fine, but won't be coming separately live because doesn't make sense, right? You don't want to see this like coming up and just seeing this. So yeah, one person whom I have high hopes. Or who can create or change this game on its head is I think Jackie Singh and Nerijus Valskis. Their combination has been amazing. Like personally, I've liked that. I mean, Jackie Chan's crosses are amazing. Like it fits the bill for what Nerijus thrives on. So that is an important part. Crivellaro on and off, he has not been extremely good. Anirudh scored the goal. Changte will be important in terms of like counter attacks and with the position what they are boasting right now. I think and being pinned back, it won't be a surprise if Chennai go ahead and like kill the game in the counter. And in terms of impactful players, Ismael Gonzalez has been impactful already because he has scored a penalty and he's assisted Anirudh in the first minute for Anirudh's goal. And I think like Ismael is a strong contender for like hero of the match. I think that's what you call man of the match or the best player. So we'll tomorrow we have I think 1 or 2 games. I don't know. Let me just check. So yeah. So after today, the round one fixtures, week one of fixtures of ISL season 7 will be over. Apart from East Bengal, everyone would have played a game, and we'll have round two from tomorrow, basically the match day 2. And tomorrow we have Goa versus Mumbai City. Goa came from 2 goals behind the last game against Bengaluru FC, and their coach Juan Fernando was not happy. He was aiming for a win, and maybe rightly so. And if like Brandon starts, you wouldn't like write it off. And Mumbai were quite uh, they were not happy after the first game loss that they lost. I think against Northeast United. Uh, and I think Zhao will be a big miss for Mumbai because he received a red card. And one personally, I like one player from Mumbai City I'll just say you, and I have high hopes of him. He's not an Indian player; he's a foreign player. I like. Where did he go? I'm not able to find him. Okay, okay. For some reason, I'm not able to find him. So yeah, I think we'll move on. Wait, just one second. I'm trying to find him. Where is he? Okay, yeah. So I like Sai Goddard, the English-born Japanese player, because he wants to represent Japan in the national scene, and he's 23 years old. He's on loan from CDI club Benevento, and he was on loan. He was on loan to Paphos last year, which is in Cyprus. So I think he possesses the like the silky moves, like which can open up a game. So I think we'll move on to probably the second half has started, and I'll update you if there's any noteworthy update from the second half of the Indian Super League season 7. And I don't know which game is this. Fifth game of the game week of the season 7 first week. And so in terms of UCL, we have Rennes playing against Chelsea today at 23:40. Krasnodar playing Sevilla on 23:40. Manchester United playing Istanbul Başakşehir on 1:45. Dynamo Kiev playing Barcelona. PSG against RB Leipzig. PSG, Thomas Tuchel will be under immense pressure, especially after the previous loss against Monaco. What happened? So Lazio plays Zenit. Dortmund play Club Brugge, and Juventus play. I don't know. I'll probably butcher this name. Ferencvaros. Olympiacos play against Manchester City. Manchester City. I won't say Guardiola will be under immense pressure, but yeah, they need to win. And Mönchengladbach play against Shakhtar Donetsk. So the City and the Shakhtar game will be tomorrow evening. Today we have 8 games, starting off with Rennes versus Chelsea, and Krasnodar versus Sevilla, and the 6 games will kick off at 1:45 a.m. Nepal time simultaneously. So in terms of standings, the games that we are playing today is Group E first. We have Chelsea versus Rennes versus Chelsea. So Chelsea lead the group with 7 points out of a possible 9 after 3 matches played. They have won 2, drawn 1. If they do win this, I think they will probably qualify for the knockout. And even Sevilla, for that matter, if they win today, I think they will qualify for the knockout. And I think they two are the favorites. The other two, Rennes and Krasnodar, not I won't write them off, but it's difficult because after 3 games they just have 1 point each. But all the teams have qualified from this position, so yeah, so it's not, I won't write them off, but difficult. Then you have Dortmund versus Lazio. Sorry, Group F. Sorry, not Dortmund versus Lazio. You have Dortmund versus Club Brugge and Lazio versus Zenit. So in that round, in that group, I'll just say you the table for that instance. It's a more compact group compared to Group E, in the terms that Dortmund are top of the table with 6 points after 3 games. Lazio are second with 5 points. Club Brugge are third with 4 points, and Zenit are fourth with 1 point. So Dortmund, Lazio, and Club Brugge all stand a chance to qualify. Zenit also can, but it will be much more difficult. And probably after today's game, will be a little bit more clear as to who will qualify. Because if Dortmund wins against Club Brugge and Lazio against Zenit, I think it might be out of Club Brugge's hand to crawl back the deficit in terms of points. So we'll move on to Group G. That is the big group in terms, at least, of the big names. We have Barcelona, Dynamo Kiev, Juventus, and Ferencvaros in the group. So today we have Dynamo Kiev versus Barcelona and Juventus versus Ferencvaros. So I'll just read out the standings of the group of that is Group G. So Barcelona top the group, having won all 3 games that they have played. They have 9 points. They have scored 9 goals and conceded only 2. In terms of the runners-up in the group right now, they are Juventus, who have 6 points out of the 3 games that they have played. I think the game they lost was the second game of the group stage against Barcelona. Dynamo Kiev are in the third position. They have 1 point, and Ferencvaros are also in the fourth position, but they have 1 point also. So in terms of people qualifying for this group will probably be Barcelona and Juventus. Barcelona will probably qualify if they win today, and almost the same can be said for Juventus. And it won't be a shock, like who are going to qualify. But the next group is very much open. It is Group H. It is Manchester United, RB Leipzig, PSG, and Istanbul Başakşehir. So today we have, whom do we have? We have Manchester United versus Istanbul Başakşehir and PSG versus RB Leipzig. Interesting games because United did not have a good time last time, like against Istanbul, and but they still top the group with 6 points after 3 games, and RB Leipzig are second with 6 points after 3 games, and PSG can be in a difficult position. If they lose against RB Leipzig today, they will have 3 points after 4 games, and Leipzig will have 9 points, and United, if they win against Istanbul, they'll also have 9 points. So the best case scenario for PSG is to beat Leipzig today and wish for Istanbul to win against United. So then that would leave everyone at 6 points. So it will be a very, very open group and something interesting for the viewers, neutral people. So yeah, so I think that is a game week for today. Games for today. So in terms of the highest goal scorers, you have Alvaro Morata who has 4 goals. He'll be taking part today as Juventus play. We have Diego Jota with 4 goals, but he's not going to play. You have Dominic. I don't know how do you say his name. Zobozlal of RB Salzburg. I have butchered that name. I know. He'll also be taking the field onto the field today. If he's selected, he also has 4 goals, and Erling Braut Haaland has 4 goals for Dortmund. He'll be playing. So does Marcus Rashford, who has 4 goals, and Tokmak Nguyen has 4 goals for Ferencvaros. So he'll also be playing. So I think we have covered a lot. I'll just check ISL if there's any update before we wrap up. Okay. So let me see. So in ISL, it is in the game featuring Jamshedpur and Chennaiyin FC. The score is still 2 goals for Chennai and 1 for Jamshedpur, with Anirudh Thapa scoring in the first minute and Ismail scoring the 26th and Nerijus Valskis in the 37th. 53 minutes have passed. Nothing noteworthy to say except the substitution at halftime for Jamshedpur. Jitendra Singh, midfielder, has been taken off, number 33, and Nicholas Fitzgerald has been bought in. He's also a striker, just number 22 if you're watching the game. So Owen Cole has gone for more attacking, at least in terms of the player change. And yeah, I think we'll end it up there, and hope to see you tomorrow in the ISL coverage of Goa versus Mumbai City, and also we'll be covering the not covering, we'll be giving a preview, and hopefully we'll be joined by Bittu when we talk about tomorrow's UCL game and discuss what has happened today. So on that note, take care, stay safe, and do check our contents. We are putting a lot of contents in terms of interviews and other short clips that goes out daily. Almost, I think there are around 400 videos. Just go and watch maybe 100, and you'll be probably be hooked onto the uh, watching the videos, and probably just leave a like on the stream and also on the videos. It'll help a lot. I mean, one like for you is a giant step for me. Whatever way you phrase it, a small step for you is a giant leap for me. And we'll end it on that note. So till the next time, take care, stay safe, bye.